Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Four Horsemen Studios, Mythic Legions, Legacies of Mythoss, Sir Valgard 2 Standard Edition. Let's get into it! Let's start things off with a look at the packaging. And here on the top it says Sir Valgard and the Four Horsemen logo, and a volcano and a piece of tape and some lava and all that going on, and that motif carries down to the front, and where we have a nice big window showcasing the figure and accessories. I know it's hard to see through all the glare there, but trust me, it's in there. Mythic Legions Legacies of Mythoss, Sir Valgard. On the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, URLs that you should visit, a barcode, adult collectible 15 and up, made in China print, item number print. Warning, don't stick things in your pie hole if it doesn't belong there. Don't give it to babies. Some other print here. Then on this side, Four Horsemen at the top. Then we've got some nice artwork of the Order of Etherion right there. So that's really cool looking. And then on this side, Mythic Legions, Legacies of Mythoss. See, I got it right that time. And then there's a nice product shot there, probably by 1/6 shooter. And then some URLs down at the bottom. And then here's kind of the cross sale. You got Otho, Urzok, Scaphoid, and this figure, Sir Valgard. And, you know, bigger artwork of him because he's the one here. And speaking of which, Sir Valgard, it says all of his information right there. If you want to pause it and read all that stuff, you certainly can. And then moving right along, here's some other small print. If you want to pause and read that, you can. And then there's some other print right there. See the entire collection, please visit mythiclegions.com. And if you're a newcomer to the line, I do suggest that you do that. Lots of information there. So lava and stuff going on here, just all over the packaging. And that, my friends, does it for our look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And here we have handy dandy tweezers to help us take a look at some of the smaller bits and bobs. And first up, he does come with an extra set of hands. Nice gold paint on there, in and out hinge. Nice molded details, a nice blue right there. It looks like with some silver on the edges of it. And it's got some nice detailing in there. And same goes for this hand, except it's for the other side. And these are both grip hands, as you couldn't see. So next up we have his sword and scabbard, and it's got a nice deep blue there. At least I think it's blue. So if I get any of the colors wrong, I'm colorblind. Don't make fun of handicapped people. Some gold on the tip of it and around the end or the opening. And then it's got the clip on it. Nothing we haven't seen in the line before. The sword does fit in it nicely. Nice silver for the blade. It does have some silver flecking in it, although I'm sure it's hard to see through the camera here. Gold for the handguard, that nice blue again, and then gold for the pommel with like the cross in it. So very nice. Again, a piece that we've seen in the line before, and of course the sword doesn't fit all the way down in the scabbard, as we've discussed before, or as I've discussed before. And then here's his dagger, and pretty much the same thing going on here. The blues, the golds, and the nice silver for the blade. And again, it's got those little reflective bits in it as well. So very nice looking piece. Next up, let's see. Here's his hammer. It's got some nice gold in there with the blue jewel, silver. It's flat on this end, hooked on this end. We've got some, I don't know, brownish gold. There's little gold flecks in this. And that's the same down here as well. So very nice looking piece. It is a bit heavy. It's not super heavy. And then you can change this part out with this piece. Or is it the whole thing that changes out? I don't even know. Oh, it's the back. So you can pull the hook off and it can be a hammer on both ends, because I was wondering why this piece was exactly the same as this piece, but that's why it just hooks on the back here instead of, so you can have it with the hook or without the hook. It's really cool and big either way. Next up we have his shield, and it's that same gold and blue, and then he's got silver, and he's got this bronze maybe, and then silver around the edges. It's all painted a nice gold, and you'll notice it just has the peg on here because we have the two different ways for him to hold it. The standard shield handle, at least that's what I like to call it. It's got some nice details in there for the handle. It's got a port right there, and it fits on just like that. But if you don't want him to hold it, it also comes with this C-clip that ports in the same way. So, you know, options are good. Speaking of options, here is an alternate neck piece with no articulation in it. So you can change this out. The one that he's got on him, we'll show that in a minute. It does have, it's a ball and hinge, where this one is just a stationary ball. However, the ball is set a little further back than normal. Maybe that's normal for dwarves. I don't know. This is the first dwarf that I have in the line. So next up, he has these bird wing pieces that attach to his helmet, and again we'll show that in a minute. It's some nice details, nice brown. We've seen this piece before, most notably I think in Sir Gideon Heaven's Brand 2, at least out of figures that I've looked at, but I'm sure I think I have one or two other ones that come with these same style of feathers as well. I think Sir Gideon's has some extra color on it though. But lots of nice little feathery details in here, and there's the little post that hooks into the helmet. And then here's the alternate head, and I was gonna say, this leads me to believe that Sir Valgard here, you know, meets an untimely end in the fight with Necronominus's forces. Gosh, I can't get it out. But the helmets are different. So this may be a different guy altogether, or you know, he may have been resurrected by Necronominus for some foul deed, and he changes his helmet for whatever reason, because he's a dwarf and he can, you know, modify his stuff, I guess. But it's got some nice skeleton details in there with a wash, nice golds, nice silvers, nice blues, nice wash in the beard and the gold beard bands, I guess you call them. I don't know exactly what they're called, but regardless of what they're called, it still looks cool. And these bird wing pieces, of course, will fit on here. Or, you know, if you have some other pieces that you wanted to stick on there for helmets, you could do that as well, I'm sure. So next up, we have his shoulder armor. which is the three-crowned eagle, Etherion, because he's the Order of Etherion, of course. And again, I think Sir Gideon Heaven's Brand 2 has these pieces, and I think like some of the other Order of Etherions might have it, but they only have one. I don't rightly remember, but this one has some nice sculpted detail in it. It's got some nice pop of color there for the eye and the jewels on the crown. And it's overall a nice gold color. And it doesn't appear that there's any wash or anything in it. This gold here is a bit paler than the rest of it. And I did not mean to throw that. It just kind of slipped. And then this one is the same, just for the opposite side. Now let's take a look at Sir Valgard himself. And overall, I have to say, you know, nice golds and blues used throughout this. The blues and the blues. And then he's got that darker gold here on the helmet along with the regular gold. He's got some silver going on. He's got this jeweled piece. You can't really see his eyes. He's only got these beard pieces, whereas this one has 3. He only has 2, so it's different. And then all the little filigree and stuff on the armors that we've seen lots of times. He's got some silver. He's got different colored golds. He has the eagle elbow straps, and they're all colored up very nicely, as well as got some punches of color here on the back. He's got these 2 belts, and I may have to adjust all that stuff. Under here, like the rivets are decorative more than anything, it looks like, and they're that nice blue. The belts look good. Soft goods with a wire in it, so that's nice. These are not soft. Well, they are kind of, they're soft plastic. And then, you know, standard kind of armor plate there. He's got some chainmail going on under the legs armor, under the leg armor. Duh. And then some nice blues and silvers here going on the knee, which I really didn't see before. And then silver outlines and rivets down here on the armor and on the feet as well, or the shin armor I should say, and then the feet as well. And so overall, very striking looking figure, you know. Well, let's talk about his articulation real quick. So he can look up that high, and I have to tell you, on both head posts, these heads are really loose and floppy. But this one has the ball and hinge already installed on it, and with that, he can look up that high. So that would be good. If he was a flying dwarf, that would be magnificent. And then with an engaged forward, he can look down that far, which is not bad. So that also gives him some chicken neck going on. It gives him plenty of waggle. No attitude though. He can do the full exorcist. At the shoulder, 360 degrees of rotation. And his arm will go out to about 90 degrees. Single hinge and swivel at the elbow. And it's hard to do with this elbow piece on there, but it will do it. I'm trying to show it. There it goes. Almost there. There we go. And it will give you a slight bit better than 90 degrees worth of bend. 360 degrees of rotation. At the wrist, it's on an up and down hinge, where the other hands are in and out, and it spins at the gauntlet as well, because it's a separate piece. Now, at the waist, there is a ball or half dumbbell, whatever you want to call it. Gives him some hula, 360 degrees of rotation, lets him lean back that far, lets him lean forward that far, and he also can lean left and right a bit. At the hips, if I can hold on to him, he gives you the splits and half a plus maybe. He kicks forward that far. He kicks back. What's that leg straight? There we go. He kicks back that far, which is, I would say, about half the length of his own foot, where the hip piece and the leg comes together. Oh, under that gold armor piece. 360 degree swivel there at the upper thigh. At the knee, single hinge and swivel. And it swivels around 360 degrees. And the knee gives you about a 90 degree bend, I would say. And then finally down at the ankles, where they insert into the leg, they rotate 360 degrees. They tilt down that far, which is pretty good. Up that far, which isn't quite as good, but it's still good. And then he does have a pin for rocker. Now, my friends, if you'll give me just a moment, I won't make you sit through me gearing him all up, because that could be quite unentertaining. So I will be back momentarily with him all geared up. And here you have it, my friends. He's all decked out, at least as much as I could get on him. There was a few pieces left over, like the extra head and neck and hands and stuff. But for the most part, this is all of his gear. He's got his shield, his hammer, he's got his dagger over here. His sword's on his back because it felt a little long to hang on his belt. But he is ready now, my friends, to face the evil of the army of Necronominus alongside his good buddy, Sir Gideon Heavensbrand. And that, my friends, is a look at the figure and his accessories and storage. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have the Four Horsemen Studios Mythic Legions Legacies of Mythoss Sir Valgard 2 with the Four Horsemen Studios Mythic Legions Sir Elijah and the Four Horsemen Studios Mythic Legions Sir Andrew. Here we have Four Horsemen Studios Mythic Legions Legacies of Mythoss Sir Valgard 2 with Harbinger Studios Savage Crucible Nashorn the Disinherited, Boss Fight Studios Epic Hacks Red Sonja, X-Ray Studios Combatants Fight for Glory Gold Hilder, and from Mattel Creations, the Masters of the Universe Chronicles, King Grayskull. For our last set of comparisons, here we have the Four Horsemen Studios Mythic Legions Legacies of Mythoss Sir Valgard 2, with from the Marvel Legends series making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee. From G.I. Joe Classified series, the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander. From Star Wars The Black Series, the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper. And for a 7-inch scale comparison from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final ramblings on the Four Horsemen Studios Mythic Legions Legacies of Mythoss Sir Valgard 2, I have to say, this is my first experience with a dwarf in this line. And, you know, I have to say, other than the legs and maybe the hammer, there's nothing really that dwarf-like about this guy. Now, his head, you could argue, is, you know, dwarfish, but, you know, they also use that style of head for barbarians. So, it feels just like everything is kind of oversized on this guy, as far as, like, the sword seems a bit too long. I put it on his back because it seems like it you know, that's just where it needed to be, not on his belt. So, and then, like, the shoulder pads, even though I love this shoulder armor, it does seem a bit big for this character, even though it's just the human torso that is being used on. So I don't know exactly where I'm coming from with this. It just seems like the only thing specifically dwarf-like or used for dwarves on this is the legs. And I understand reuse throughout a line. You know, you reuse as much as possible. Get, you know, your money's worth out of your tooling because it's really expensive. And I get that. I do. But it just feels like some of the stuff was just a bit oversized for him. And that's my opinion. Your mileage, of course, may vary. And that's fine. It's, you know, if everybody agreed on everything, the world would be a pretty dull place. But I will have to say, overall, I do like this guy. Even with his oversized feeling, everything, it's still dwarfy because of the height of it, I guess. I don't know. But I do like the colors. All that gold and, like, I guess it's royal blue. It's a dark blue. At least that's the way it looks to me. I'm colorblind. Don't make fun of handicapped people. And just, you know, all the markings of Order of Etherion. You know, even though I complained the shoulder pads were too big, I do like those. They're very decorative. It seems like something a dwarf might wear, just a bit smaller, perhaps. But, you know, he's even got those elbow guards that are the bird, and the big wings for his helmet. And then he does come with an alternate head, which I'm guessing could be a separate character because it's not the same helm that he is wearing here. And the beard is done up differently as well. But again, overall, I like it. And, you know, he's going to look good standing with the rest of my Order of Etherion. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I am now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page or check this video's description for the link and see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content or just help the channel grow, or both. That's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.